But we are live now. Okay.
So we're definitely live in Central Ave.
Yeah,
I should be streaming
Oh, yeah.
my browser now.
Looks perfect. Yep.
Okay, let me know.
Yep.
when you
It all
want me to
looks
start
it all looks
talking or
good.
what
Yeah.
follows.
You can definitely start sharing. Tell us about the drop, and then we can run around all the cool places you have for
let's
us.
intro
Yeah.
Roustan
Yes.
first, right?
Definitely.
Like, okay,
Thank you.
something. We're just, it doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter, but like, people who have been here know, we're just like doing the thing here. So, but
Casual.
yeah,
Very.
yeah. So Fractilians and I have been meeting every week for several weeks now, and sort of like compiling a bunch of content that we've been ramming through AI and creating video snippets, and we're gonna compile all this shit into some like master project at the end, but have also used it as an excuse to bring a bunch of legends through here, including Roustan. Last week we had Untitled XYZ on here, and all these people, including Roustan, have incredible builds in Decentraland that we can use for our stupid project. But it's also it's fun to talk to people like Roustan and just see what's cooking and what they've been working on in TCL. And sort of impromptu last week, I ended up in one of his Halloween. I guess it wasn't specifically a Halloween parcel, but it was a haunted house, and it was legit fucking scary. So you're like, we just gotta get Roustan on.
I know.
It was super entertaining to watch. Is that saved like on YouTube?
I'm looking for it. I thought I saved it. I think I have a recording of it, and I'll upload it because it was so funny, and I need to get it up still because I was like, "Where the hell is that video?" Then yes, it was. It was so entertaining. Like we just need to like have a whole series of sending you Rizzle to scary places and like reacting to it.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. It was fun though, and dude, it was a flex. Honestly,
Yeah.
I was not aware that this shit was even like a lot of the shit that was happening was even possible in the Central Land. So.
Yeah, totally.
So,
I mean, a lot of people don't realize
and works with their stuff. So Fractilians is really the mastermind behind all this shit. I'm like,
not at all.
Sort of like the canary in the coal mine, being sent to my death in some of these parcels and running my mouth and helping make stupid shit here. So. But you can fill in the gaps, Fractilians. Anything else you want to intro here, and then we'll let Roustan talk about some cool shit that he's been building.
Yeah, I'm not a mastermind in any way. I'm just like here gathering and like weird things that, hopefully to showcase. And yeah, super excited to have you on, Roustan. I've been watching your work forever, and just always, every time, it's always hilarious or mind blowing or all over the place. I love like Rizzle was saying, like how all the things you're doing is like, wait, I had no idea this was possible here, and it's really cool to see. And yeah, with that, I'll pass it to you. And for all of those who we'll be sharing all of the details and links to Roustan's builds in the we're live streaming on YouTube and Twitter, and we'll share all that stuff too on there. So if anybody wants to catch up on all his past stuff and his cool drop that launching today, which I think he's going to start with, we'll be sharing that as well. But yeah, I'll pass it to you, Roustan.
Yeah, hello. Thank you for having me. There's just like so much.
Excited to hear what's cooking. It's a struggle to keep up with everything, and you're someone I'd love to keep up with, man. So I'm seeing what you're screen sharing. What is this, man? This looks dope.
Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. I don't know, Rizzle. Can you hear him? I don't know if Rizzle can. Rizzle.
I don't think Rizzle can hear
Rizzle. I don't think you can hear him. Well, I can hear you.
Can hear you too. Rock and roll.
This is the audio issues day. I think I hit tag and then hit it to Rizzle.
I couldn't hear him.
Yeah, no,
fuck. Have I been talking to nobody?
Yeah, no. Okay, we can hear you. Hear you, Rizzle.
Okay, I can hear all you now.
Okay, good.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Good.
Rosa, testosterone,
working tag.
testicles.
I had me earlier today. No, we good. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
I can hear you. Perfect.
Yeah, we've heard you the whole time. Yeah. So, yeah, sorry. Go for it, Roustan.
So like so much has happened in the last 4 years with Decentraland. Like like, thank you for that intro. I mean, like, basically everything that you see from me now has pretty much been learned over the last 4 years. Like, when I first bought land in Decentraland, I did not know how to use Blender. I didn't know how to code. I didn't know how to do any of that jazz. And since then, I've sort of figured it all out. And for those of you that remember back in the day, 2021, popes, pope dispensers and popes and the insanity around jumping around worlds collecting those things was pretty awesome time. And shortening history class, I'll just say that popes went away, sort of. And now we have this new site, op.xyz, that is an amazing place that enables badge collecting, which is like popes. But the way they generally have been doing it is by sharing a link to a website, and then you enter a code. And I was able to figure out through vibe coding how to set up a badge dispenser in Decentraland and allow people to collect them like you would a pope back in the day, you know?
That's so cool.
So I have like multiple communities now in op.xyz. They're also all about interoperability, and they're like promoting avatars and mintables, like art and posters and all sorts of cool things. And today, literally an hour ago, was the first creator launch of wearables on op.xyz. They selected 8 creators to be the first to mint wearables and celebrate creators as a whole. And I'm honored to be the very first one ever.
Wow.
It's like super cool.
Congrats, dude.
And so this here on op.xyz is my Roustan community, which honestly, this is like more experimental than anything. I've created a Decentraland community as well, which hosts a lot of hosts all the Decentraland badges that can only be claimable in Decentraland. But for today, this wearable drop in the Roustan community, I'm dropping shoes, pants, hat, and a hoodie.
Hell yeah.
And people that hold an OP pass can get them all for free. And people that don't hold it, it's super cheap. It's like 5 ape and 10 ape min max. And that's like $1 or $2 each, something like that. So it's like super reasonable. It's just an exciting honor. And, I have a variety of badges that I've made. And then on the Decentraland page, where is it at? Decentraland, there's already been so many badges dropped all over throughout Decentraland. You can actually see locations of where they are. Like if I click on the badges, here's all the badges that have been dropped in Decentraland. You'll see I have Jeff Goldblum. Since you guys toured it, I've added badges there. So I recommend you to go back to claim your badge at those spots. The house on the hill, this is the hardest badge to get because you have to make it to the end of the house to get it, So like you'll have to go through all that pain again, Rizzle.
He's like,
you want to get that ultra rare badge. But so today I'd love to take you around. I created a special badge at Casa Roustan that's only going to be around for a few days, specifically for this meetup. And, you'll be able to claim that. And then that is my original home in Decentraland, and I'll take you around to some other spots.
Awesome. And Rizzle, since I'm streaming, I'll be streaming here, and then if you can screen share where you guys run around, one of you guys, that would be awesome.
Yep. Yeah, let me try. I'm like having some audio problems here. Let me try and swap back to my computer Discord here. Give me 1 sec.
I'm streaming Decentraland for you now too.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let me switch over to. Let me stop. Oh, perfect. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I'm actually like creating my account right now on the op.xyz.
Oh, nice. Yeah, highly recommend everybody create an account. It's the cool thing about it. Like we've seen a couple of different sort of badge collectors come through Decentraland trying to reignite this thing. But the cool thing about op.xyz is it's like heavily other side based. So there's massive communities involved in other side, but it has such tremendous potential for all platforms, full interoperability. And so that's what excites me the most about it. And is like Decentraland could create their own sort of badge thing, but that's like separate from this, And so I felt like, let's get Decentraland on there and connect with all these various communities, And so that was kind of the main path that I saw and jumped on.
That is very cool. I'm going to have to dive in after this meeting and start making. I used to make pull-ups.
They dropped these OP passes. They minted for $250 each, and I snatched one up when they first came out, and now they're sold out. Now they're on the secondary for like $390 each.
Oh, damn!
And like the benefits of having those are just really solid, and but like even if you don't have it, there's so many benefits to having an account on there. And if you're gonna start collecting badges, then I highly recommend you create an account on there.
Very cool. Yeah.
What's cool is you don't need an account to collect a badge in Decentraland. You can click the button and it'll go right to your OpenSea, like within.
Really, dude, that's
the
awesome.
Lagging, but
oh,
we'll see today. We'll see how it works for you guys.
Dude, I'm excited. Yeah, this is like it's been a little bit off my radar, and I'm a big fan of interoperability, man, and feel like that's like really what we need a lot more of around here. So, dude, I appreciate the initiative, like you taking the initiative and bringing this to my attention, but also like Decentraland's attention and everything. Is it easy to import like in other metaverse platforms too, or how easy is it to?
No, so right now it's not easy because you need an OP pass to access the API of OP.
Okay,
so
cool.
There before they dropped the OP pass, there was a subscription thing of like $25 a month to access the API. And so when they dropped the OP pass, I didn't actually realize I would get API access until after I bought it. And when I saw that, I was like, holy shit. And I immediately jumped on Cursor and started vibe coding to see if I could get a dispenser to work. And it took me like 3 hours, and I was able to make a badge and claim it in Decentraland. And I was like, here we go.
Dude.
Here we go. But in addition to that, you need to have a server and set up the coding for a server to connect to the API and all that jazz. So it's not easy. But so that's why I was like, let me whip this up and create a Decentraland community so nobody else has to worry about it. And so now I know how to do it. I'm going to definitely implement it into Hyperfy at some point. There are some things I'm wrapping my head around to make that work perfectly. But like, this is how it should be. Like the whole dispensing system in world. Like that's the way to go. Don't send anybody to a website to claim a code. It's like click a button, it's in your wallet, bam, never leaves.
Yes, dude. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, this is awesome. I'm really excited. We need cool metaverse shit. Like I feel like we've been I don't know, there's been like a lot of advances in a lot of ways, but like I don't know, this scratches like a nerd itch that I feel like has been I don't know, this is something we've like all always wanted, and I'm like, shit, dude, did Roustan just finally fucking do it? We had these things in like crypto voxels way back in the day, like pull-up dispensers, but I don't know if that's even a thing anymore. And then I don't know, it's I don't know, this is cool. Where do we go? Can we go find one?
Yeah, let's go to Casa Roustan. I'll put the codes in the chat.
Awesome.
It's 37 -114. There's gonna be loud music, so you might want to mute your world. My screen is muted, so you won't get my audio. I could also stop the music for it to jump. There's so many cool new features in Decentraland with like admin tools and stuff.
Yeah, it makes it so much easier.
Things, and it's so great. So this build that we're entering now is my first parcel in Decentraland, and I've explained the story of how I've gotten into Decentraland many times, especially like in the WIP meetups and stuff. So we'll skip that, and I'll just say that this is the first one. And for me, it was about having a place to showcase my artwork. People come and chill, but most importantly, because my art is a little bit on the risque side, it's like, I've led a long career of censorship and having things pulled down from events and locations and social media platforms and stuff. I was like, I want this place. This is mine. Nobody can tell me what to do. I'm going to build whatever the hell I want. And this, after so many years, this is like the third or fourth variation of Casa Roustan, which has become a staple in the Decentraland community. And so on the top floor by the hot tub, there's a dispenser, and you just click the button, and it should say badge claimed, and then it'll automatically be in your OpenSea. Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
I know.
claimed.
I'll have to head there afterwards. I'm like, okay, I got my list of places.
And so like the history of Casa Roustan, literally, like if you look to the northeast corner behind where Alan Howick and I are standing up top, there's a house in the distance that I'm showing on my screen. That's the Super Mario house. And that house is what I had on my parcel when I bought it. It was part of the purchase. And I decided to like completely renovate that place and turn it into this, you know? And so you can see up there parts of the build that are similar and parts that have been changed. Like I took all the windows off. I extended a dance floor beneath it. But more importantly, I created roof access. Like there was just 3 floors and then no roof access. And I created the little stairs that come up to the hot tub. And there was this little alcove, and it was like, damn, this would be a good spot for a hot tub. And supposedly at the time, I've been told that was the first hot tub in Decentraland way back
awesome.
when, you know. And so this hot tub has had many iterations with different styles of water. Now is the latest version where the water actually moves and reflects at certain angles, and it's pretty dope. And so that's the history of all the crazy events that have been shown in Casa Roustan. It inspired many people to create their own clubs and have hot tubs and all sorts of things. And because of that, my next build, which is literally right next door, this big building here, I decided to create something completely different. Like I wanted to have something that wasn't about dancing, wasn't about music. It was, I wanted something peaceful, because I felt like, especially in this like super fast-paced world, low attention span world that we live in, I wanted to create something that I had been seeing in Decentraland, and the whole goal was just peace and relaxation and tranquility. And so I created this tranquility spot, and it was about 2 months before I won a Clonex.
Oh shit! You won one? Damn!
I won one. Yeah,
that is
Doritos build.
Awesome.
And so when I got my IP, I brought my clone into the build. This is not the exact same clone. I've since sold that clone and bought one that I like. I have 2 now. But oh shoot! I just totally showed you my little secret way up. That's cool. In the far corner behind the clone, instead of like, if you don't want to be chill and relaxed, you can just jump up the wall basically. But you basically you chill there, and if you had your sound on, you'd hear these beautiful soft music, almost like you're about to get a massage or something, and it's just peaceful, and you can just kind of chill here. And at the very top is another dispenser.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
On like the little floaty platform.
Yep. Oh, I totally forgot. You should be able to get off there. Oh, you jumped through the ceiling. There's a step over here.
Or at least I have all the, like, I can watch the video to make sure I have all the secrets to get back to all the patches afterwards. I was like,
over here as well. What's funny about these builds is, like, these are my old builds, you know, and if you go in a first person, it's a lot easier to grab it. So like this build is janky as hell. Like I should redo it completely, but I just keep on, you know. I have improved this over time, but still, like this is like maxed out. Both of these parcels are maxed out. Like I can't add anything else to them. Like it's literally up to the limitations. Like Casa Rustan actually, like if you use the Creator Hub in Decentraland, it generates a thumbnail preview.
Mm-hmm.
In order for me to deploy Casa Rustan, I need to delete that preview because the preview is too big. So like I've pushed it to the limits, you know. But yeah, this is the second build I ever made.
Very cool.
How long ago?
This was probably 2022.
Okay.
And then the third place that I'd like to take you guys is the Cove. So I was telling Fractilians earlier that I live in SoCal, and she was asking me all about surfing and going to the beach and stuff, which I, especially before Metaverse, I went there probably 4 or 5 times a week. I would go surfing or photographing surfers in the water. And there's this special spot out here near me called Malaga Cove. And I wanted to build that in the Decentraland.
Oh, cool.
Just like the vibes of going to the beach. And back then when I built that, we didn't have water. So let me I'm gonna put the chords in here. -111, 141. Currently it's set up for Christmas, but the original build is, you know, summertime, so there's no snow and everything. But basically I also wanted to create a wave, and I wanted to create a wave that was rideable.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
I know
Matt, when I popped in here earlier.
Yeah, and I know how waves, like when you're trying to surf, I know how a wave works, you know, what it's supposed to look like with the shape of it and everything is, and how to ride it properly. So I really had to try to figure out how to do that in Decentraland. And what's amazing is like a real wave in real life, like what you see on the surface is like just a fraction of it. Like the amount of power and what is happening underwater to create that wave is insane. And it's the same in here. Like you see the very tip of the iceberg of that wave, but underneath the water and underneath the ground of the scene, there's like 80% more GLB.
Oh, that's so cool.
Creating that curl, because it curls like a wave, you know?
It has a shark too. I like the sharks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so this build too is like, there's some interactive features that I've added here. Like on the right side, if you click on these pipes and these fireworks and this tree, different things happen, which I'll show you in a second. On the left side, if you click on the little lobster with a toilet, the Duchamp lobster, something else happens. It starts to rain donuts. And you'll see a sign by the entrance that says X marks the spot. That's a hint that there's like more. And if you find the X, you find the treasure. And ultimately the point of that was I noticed in the first 2 years that almost anything you would build in Decentraland, users would tend to always try to get to the top.
That's so true.
So like Casa Roustan has 3 floors, you know, and nobody ever hangs out on the lower floors. It's always the top, the highest point, you know.
That's funny.
And so Canessa, who you know is a big Decentraland user, she was very interested in creating like steampunk in the sky, you know. And if you look up in the sky, there's something happening up there. There's something going on in the clouds up there, you know. And so I was like, let's make a scene that you can only go bottom and top, you know. There's no middle. There's no like real middle ground. So like if you find the X, which hint is near this raft, if you can get past the wave, it takes you to the sky. So I'm gonna jump on there real quick.
Ooh, I noticed that when I was in there earlier, and I was like, what is there? And I was running around looking, and I'm like, look at
So in the sky. In the sky, I put a giant shark. I'm a big fan of sharks, and more screens.
Wow, this is the coolest club ever. I love it.
Music. And then like across through the shark
Holy
There's
shit.
Oh
so
my
cool.
I
goodness.
have my
Wow.
Cyberbroker Genesis Mac, which you're probably familiar with. There's all Joseph
Yep.
Bellini's Cyberbrokers. So I have my Genesis Mac chilling here, kicking along with
That's
steampunk
That
jazz,
is,
and then we got a badge right here for people to claim.
this is
Those
so
that are able
cool.
to figure out how to get up here, you know.
Those who are joining us will have this cheat sheet, and we won't tell anybody that if you watch the video or
Yeah.
if you joined us live.
And honestly, I would just love to see, like, my ultimate main goal with OP XYZ and these badges is to get people that maybe haven't used Decentraland in a while, or people that are obsessed with badges that have to get them. I want them to come into Decentraland and explore these. So, like,
Totally.
definitely share the chords of these things. Like,
Yeah,
the more the
definitely.
merrier, you know. And
Yeah.
I'm watching closely with alts and bots, and so far nobody's been gaming these things. Knock on wood. I'm doing my best to keep the numbers as legit as possible.
Very cool.
But yeah, back down here. I'm gonna hit all the buttons. I like staying
Yes,
on
I
these
made it over.
platforms too.
So,
These platforms on the lower level are like, I was having fun learning about lighting and emissions. Which, by the way, Friday I'm doing a Decentraland workshop on emissions.
I was going to mention that too. That's very cool.
So,
say more. What exactly emissions meaning? Some of these graphics that I'm looking at, or
The
like
glowy.
things that glow.
Yeah,
Emission is
okay.
things that glow, which to me is like one of the most important things about the metaverse.
Yep, I love glowing things.
I'm gonna click the lobster, and that's gonna make it. This you only see it if you click it. This is not global; it's only local. But it starts snowing donuts. Canessa loves donuts,
That's
so it starts raining donuts from the sky,
so cool.
and then each pipe is like a different effect in the water. So I created almost like a Bellagio water show.
Oh my god, there's so much hidden stuff.
Effects. And so I got fireworks, water show, and then also
talking in a fountain.
Sharks.
Do the sharks jump?
You might feel like something pushing you randomly.
Yeah.
That's next door. The haunted setup by Old Guy. He's got this spider that attacks you in his build. But if that scene's loaded, it actually gets onto my scene.
No way.
An invisible spider bug.
That is really funny.
So
literally a bug.
The only way to kill the spider is to look at the snowman, basically. Like, don't look at that side of the scene, and then it won't load. You know. But if you're looking towards the
how did you figure that out? You're like thousands of hours.
Because the haunted house that you did last week, like we planned it so that both areas would be scary for Halloween, and I noticed that I was getting molested by an invisible ghost at the haunted house, and then I looked out the window, and like you can see the spider coming at you from his scene, and then as soon as it enters your estate, it disappears, and then if you just wait, it finally gets to you, and you start moving. So it's like, oh, that's the spider.
That is so funny.
So it's a bug that we put out to the foundation.
See, the ghost in the machine, literally.
Yeah. So hopefully you were able to claim all 3 badges successfully. Because they should, like, if you loaded your OpenSea right now, you should see them right in there, which is pretty awesome. It's like not in the random guy wallet like Popes are, you know.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Is that the main, like, help me understand, man. Like, I love the interoperability part, like, beyond that. And you might have mentioned this at the very beginning when I was, like, struggling with my audio, but, like, is there, like, something more sophisticated going on with these things? And, what's the...
Yeah, let me screen share back to OP. 1 second. Change stream. All right, my stream should be back on OP now.
Yep.
So they have a whole variety of communities, right, that you can join, and if you want to mint their badges, you have to join. It's like all sorts of great, especially ape communities, which are pretty popular right now. Then there's the badges, which I've shown you, demonstrated to you. They're mintables. And these mintables, so OP has their own avatar that you're supposed to mint right away, right? And they have me featured right now at the Creator
So
Spotlight.
cool.
Mintables include like here's a poster or art pass. This is an avatar that you can use in other side. Like you mint it and it goes right to other side. Here's my 4 wearables. Cool Cats had some wearables. That was the actual first wearable drop was Cool Cats. And then like the posters, NFTs, these mintables, you create your own collection on chain. So like my Roustan wearables are part of a Roustan collection connected to OP. So like the first person who minted the shoes got the actual first mint in the collection, which was Dr. Drip.
Nice.
And so like there's all that, like so many options. It's basically like connecting Pope and Manifold.
Nice. I was just gonna say
and
Manifold.
Yeah, and like just community networking and all in one, all wrapped up in one.
Very cool.
And their goal is not to limit it to other side. Right now it's very other side heavy. It's very ape chain heavy, but you can select what chain you want to use. And right now you can choose ape, base, or monad. And what's cool is like if you wanted to mint one of my shoes, like you can like pay in any token. It doesn't need to be ape. So
cool.
kind of like how OpenSea is doing it now, where you can buy things with whatever chain of your choice is instead of bridging and swapping. Like you can do it with almost anything, even though it's listed as an ape purchase. You can buy it with base if you want.
That's cool.
Oh, that's very cool.
So they're building something really, really cool, and what I'm excited about is like my mintables that I just dropped. These work in other side. You connect them. You can create avatars that will work in other side. This is my avatar in other side. Might take a second to load.
Ooh, that's cool.
I have like the Cool Cat's body with my wearables attached to it. This sword and this necklace are part of the Open Pass holders mints. So they do a great job of marketing. You can showcase what your NFTs are in your collection, the badges you've collected, all sorts of jazz. You could even like if you go into appearance. Sometimes this loads, sometimes it doesn't. Today it's been kind of tough for me, but okay, right now it's going slow. But you can like. Here we go. So you can like record footage. Like,
nice.
You can add music. You can generate an emote.
That's cool.
And here you can capture a photo or a video of it. And if you do video, it'll play the music. You can turn and zoom and do all sorts of cool, like create content with your assets.
Very cool.
In their studio. And then save it, and it automatically creates a video without all this UI on it. So like you can create like a musical video with your assets that you purchased and owned or created, and instantly like share that with this. And there's like examples of that on my. Can you see my Twitter?
Yeah.
Like some people have already done it with the wearables that they collected, like this one. Well, you probably can't hear the music, but they've already.
Yeah, we heard it. I heard the music. Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
This one has no music. Like
that one, yeah.
This one does.
That's very cool, dude.
So that's like one of the other cool things you can do, but also up here next to the save button, there's a download button, and that is the GLB.
Nice. I was just gonna say.
You dress up.
Wow.
You dress up your avatar. You download it. Swap that to a VRM. Throw that in Hyperfly. You're ready to go.
That's wicked.
And my mission. I'm talking to the founders here, talking to the founders in Decentraland. I want Decentraland to enable Base, Monad, and Ape for the linked wearables collection. And if they do that, I can immediately make these wearables load in Decentraland by setting up the link to wearables there.
Nice.
And then I would like OP to also add the hidden trait of a VRM URL of your avatars. And so in one NFT, you'll be able to go into Decentraland, Otherside, and Hyperfi, and any other VRM compatible or MML compatible metaverse platforms. So that's possible. That's like
awesome.
Potentially possible with OP, which I think is just magnificent.
That's super cool.
So if I'm understanding you correctly, this like really has the potential to change the wearable landscape across a lot of these platforms, especially like the platforms that utilize VRMs. Is that about right?
Yes and no. I don't know about VRM specifically.
Okay. It comes together with humanoid, essentially, right?
Well, so what Otherside and M Squared are running on are MML files, and MML files are basically just a text JSON file that calls a GLB, calls a rigged GLB. But you can also include in that MML file rigged wearables. So you can take, and that's what OP is doing with their avatar. So their MML file calls the GLB of the avatar, and then it calls the GLB of the hat, and then the GLB of the hoodie, and the GLB of the pants and the shoes, all in one file. So any site that acknowledges MMLs, you can now interoperably jump around with your avatar. And it also, like, I think if I click download, it gives you, I have to zoom out a little bit because my screen's too small. It gives you, so this is the MML right here that shows all the coding to get each wearable and everything. URL is the URL for the MML. So there's some platforms there like drop your MML link and it'll load up whatever you want.
Oh, wow.
GLB is the rigged GLB, right? And then, close. So basically, like I've been following Black Mirror a lot, the show from Netflix.
Yeah.
And they're partnered with M Squared right now, and they actually just opened up their mint drop. Let me see if I can load that. Black. Yeah, right here. So they just opened this up to the public today. I was able to get a mint for free as a holder of a dead fella last week. But you can create. This is M Squared. This is like the same company that makes OP avatars and wearables and stuff, or that it runs on. Not makes it, but you can customize the avatar here, or whatever shirt you want to wear and stuff, and then they sell it. You have to pay for these, and I think it's like $10 an avatar, and I picked one up. I got one free, and I picked one up, a male and a female, and Black Mirror is trying to connect the Netflix show with the metaverse and the viewers of the show to be able to enter the lore of Black Mirror,
Which I love. So Black Mirror.
It's really interesting. It's really interesting. What I hope to see is when that inevitably happens, it'd be cool to get like my OP avatar into this Black Mirror environment, whatever they end up doing. But it seems like MML and M Squared, they're really pushing the MML thing. And to me, so the MML is called GLBs, that means it can call a VRM too. So you add VRMs to all these things and you should be good to go. So I don't know. There's just lots of cool stuff happening.
Dude, that is mind blowing. I'm gonna have to rewatch this and then just dive in. This is so freaking cool.
Yeah. And I'm just on a wish. I'm always just on a mission to connect communities, and Otherside is really cool. I'm in there every day doing my tasks. If you guys haven't explored it, it's pretty dope. A lot of the people in there are very Otherside centric. And I would love to see like you, Rizzle, people exploring many platforms, are jumping across all of them, and benefiting from all of them, from all the communities and connecting and networking abilities. And it's powerful. It's so powerful.
No, dude, I trust your judgment, man, and I have admittedly not explored Otherside hardly at all. Maybe that's a good idea. We got one whip, like 2 whips left, and then back in the new year. But maybe that would be we should have you back. And
totally. I would.
Yeah, and you can you need a little hand holding, man. You know, a little curation helps, especially from someone like yourself who knows where the dope spots are, like we've been doing today in Decentraland. So yeah, man, let's make that happen.
So like I said, Decentraland badges. Like the other thing that OP has is a leaderboard for the most popular communities, and so because you can only collect badges in Decentraland for Decentraland, we've actually still been able to rise up on this leaderboard, and my goal is to get it into the top 10. Right now, it reached, I think, 16. I want to get it in the top 10 so these other communities see.
Yeah.
There's visibility to Decentraland, and if you want to get that badge, there's only one way to do it. You got to jump into Decentraland to get it, And so there's so many community members right now that are participating with their own dispensers, and there's so many worlds we can jump into, so many scenes we can explore. And I would love to do that in WIP meetup, take you guys to like some of the scenes that I didn't make, but the other ones. There's some really cool things that people have built, and some of these badges are forever open to just secure a person's ability to show that they've been there and to remember the experience. And I'm more than happy to take the WIP meetup to those spots.
That is so cool. Man. That's exactly what's needed. I mean, it's such a great way to I remember I've done a bunch of stuff in VR chat with communities who were building these amazing things. And it just kind of reminds me a little bit of that back in the day, even though that's just VR chat. But I did so many running around, gathering things, and obviously within Decentraland too. But I definitely want to explore. I haven't been Other Side too, which is I'm stoked.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's cool. It's cool.
You have builds, you said, in there, right?
No, not yet. That's the thing that frustrates me the most is I've had Other Deed for years now, and I still am not able to build on it. And I actually submitted 6 avatars 3 months ago, and I'm still waiting for approval.
Oh, so it's
I go hard on this stuff, and I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting, being as patient as I can. I'm ready to fly at all times, and that's the thing is we just have to be patient. But what they have so far, and I did all their tests, their PvP shooting setup was insane with thousands of people running around shooting each other, and right now that's not live, but they have tasks, they have parkours, they're showcasing some of the Other Deed builds on one section of the map. It's a huge map. It's beautiful. It has really beautiful vibes. Has gorgeous emissions. That fun word we learned today.
Our word of the day.
It's cool. It's worth checking out. It's a whole different vibe. It's kind of how in the 2000s, you had PlayStation, you had Wii, and Nintendo Wii, and you had Xbox, and each one was kind of its own vibe. Wii was very family friendly. These platforms all have different vibes,
Yeah. No.
And Other Side has a really cool sort of dark, futuristic, gorgeous, almost Avatar kind of feel. It's really cool.
So what exactly you're saying? You're still waiting. You can't just build. Who builds on there now? Then, how is that arranged? When do they say other people?
There were people that were approved for ODK usage.
Okay.
I applied. I never got a response or anything. And then the avatars they opened up to anybody, but they seem to be prioritizing big collectible collections, like PFP collections. So my little 6-piece independent collection is not a big deal to them, maybe. I don't know, but I've definitely been kind of put on hold a bit, and I'm constantly checking in with them. But they've dropped I don't know how many collections. It's cool to see all the different Avatar collections that are in there now, and I've ended up buying so many of them as a result. Beautiful avatars.
Nice.
It's a lot of fun. I can't wait to get mine in there because I submitted my clone, I submitted my Kid Called Beast, I submitted some of my original body paint creations. I submitted a Decentraland avatar, and I'm like, I want to get these in. I want to have my avatar, Decentraland avatar, in the other side. So like I'm just being patient. I actually got a message today that I need to follow up on about it. But yeah, it's fun, exciting.
Dude, it is. It's exciting to hear you excited about this,
Yes.
honestly, and also again having you, able to sort of point us towards like the cutting edge of this stuff, even as someone like ourselves who hang out on the cutting edge and everything. Do you feel like we're like, I guess, what was that? I said earlier that there hasn't been a lot of innovation, and that was not correct. But I feel like there hasn't been a lot of excitement around the metaverse broadly in the since like a few years ago when we sort of had a boom. Um, and now I'm like, maybe I'm just I haven't been in the weeds with it as much as I should have been, or I don't know. What's your take on that, man? Do you feel like we're catching a second wave here?
I've never not been excited in the last 5 years, 4 years. Like through the bear, I've never been that excited. And what I find is it's like the marketing. The marketing sucks.
Yeah.
Marketing does suck.
And it's like people who benefit most are the ones that, like you said, are in the weeds, like building, exploring. For me, I get like serious dopamine hits when I finish building something. That's it. That's all. Like that's what motivates me. Make something cool and show it off, and what's next? And I'm just constantly, and I have to do that, or I just like wither away, And so like,
do you feel like there are more people? I feel like you weren't. There were lots of you, like not you specifically, but like I feel like especially like early Crypto Voxels days, it felt like the amount of like passionate builders out there was just significant, and it felt more significant than it has felt in a long time. But do you feel like that there's more of that coming back, or maybe it never left?
I think so. I think part of the problem, part of the marketing problem is like people's tendency to read headlines and believe them. The metaverse is dead, NFTs are dead, right? And that's not true. That's not true at all. Like I just demonstrated that. I mean, my freaking let's see, my wearable that I dropped almost 2 hours ago has about 60 mints on the shoes.
That's so cool.
Those are NFTs that are usable. Those are dead NFTs usable in a dead metaverse, by dead people.
Hell yeah, dude.
60 dead ghosts collecting my shit.
That is wicked. I was telling my friend the other day about it too, and he's like, I was trying to explain kind of the stoke that you have too, and I'm like, no, it's people are building. They're just not as vocal, or like they're just busy building,
And what I see, like in HyperFi especially, we're like trying to build things to make it easier for people that are not so savvy to building, right? And so that takes time. But like the shit that I'm seeing people build, like VoxVN especially, who's like
he's a master. Yeah, he is. I agree.
Man, the stuff that like
I love
been putting out is just absolutely insanely mind blowing. And right now he's building quietly with Ash on some things. And I don't know what they are.
Ooh, that's exciting.
When those two get quiet, something crazy.
Yep.
That's all I know. But like there are people going mad building in HyperFi, and then there are a lot of people that are like, but nobody's on HyperFi. How do you use HyperFi? And then they just immediately give up on it. And I always refer to that Johnny Depp quote, like, "Are you a Mexican or a Mexican?"
Yep, that's a good.
Like, don't read the headlines, man. Jump in there and go check it out for yourself. And like those who like go after it first benefit from it the most, and like I said, I feed off the dopamine, but like I see a lot of people creating. Of course, like you said, it's not like it was in 2021, but that's because like the marketing and the propaganda that's out there is enabling people to become Mexicans.
Yeah, well, even like when Decentraland launched Worlds, like a while back now, but like that let me build, like before that I didn't have land, and there was so much controversy when that happened, but like now it's just like it's my go-to place, and like,
oh man, and the potential of it is so powerful. Like to me, HyperFi is at this point it's just untouchable. It's like the most amazing thing ever. But Worlds, Decentraland Worlds, and they just yesterday or 2 days ago released the mobile trial.
Yeah, I haven't been in there yet.
You can get paid to try.
Oh, cool.
TCL on mobile.
I'll have to check it out.
You can make up to $250 just for exploring it. And to me, like the most ideal situation is make mobile access worlds easily through a URL.
Yep.
And not require a sign in.
Yep.
Like immediately load in as a guest.
Totally.
And then optionally sign in. I want to be able to text a link to my friends or family.
Yep.
Say, check this out. They click on it. They log right into fractilians.dcl.eth or the haunted house or like any of the world, the code, whatever world you can think of, and they can explore it. If they have the, you know, the savvy of a gamer that knows how to use 2 joysticks on a screen, to me, that's the way. That's the way. And then optionally, if you dig this, like, oh, what is this? Decentraland. Oh, you want to see Genesis City? You need to download the client, create an account, sign in.
The minute you have that added layer, like I don't know if you know, I'm like been working with Hawaii educators and showing them this, and like they have so many restrictions to what they can load, what they can download, and Hyperfy is so easy because I can have the whole education environment already there. All they have to do is go to the website. They don't have to download anything, and if they have stuff in there, I already have it preloaded, and that part makes it so easy. And that's what like I would love for DCL to be able to have as well, like a link that you don't have to do.
I use Hyperfy for that all the time in real life. Just whip out my phone and show people stuff. You know,
that's cool.
Can't do that on any other platform.
Yep.
Like Other Side collaborated with Amazon and they dropped Boximus Prime Avatar, and I snatched that up for like $60-something, and people were laughing at me like, "Why are you paying $67 for that?" You know, I was like, I see the potential of it. You know? I immediately jumped into Other Side. I couldn't put the avatar on yet because it wasn't available yet. So instead, I went to the NFTs metadata, found the GLB, downloaded it, converted that to a VRM, created a Hyperfy world in 15 minutes with a setup where you could try on the avatar, and then shared it on Twitter and said, "Hey guys, you want to try on the Boximus avatar? Click this link. You can do it on mobile."
Oh, I saw that post. Yeah, I remember seeing that post, and I was like, "That's cool." I didn't realize.
I was able to put it on and get people to put it on before you can put it on in Other Side.
That is so
to
cool.
The point that the co-founder of M Squared, Rob Whitehead, Improbable, you know, he slid into my DMs to ask me what I was doing, you know, and then he figured out he made this little code that converted MMLs to VRMs with the click of a bump button, and then this other guy, Directive Creator, took it to the next level and made it like flip both ways, VRM to MML, MML to VRM. I mean, both guys know way more about this stuff than I did, but I just saw this angle that nobody else was entirely thinking about yet, and he was super excited at the possibility.
That's so cool, dude.
VRMs generating interoperability, you know, and that's what I see. And like to me, it's like $60 to do that, you know, like that is everything to me, from like a creator standpoint, from a content creator standpoint, you know, like. And you don't have to sign in, download. You don't have to download anything, sign in, do any captures. You just literally click the link, hop in, run around, press a button, wear the avatar.
Yep.
Check it out. Like
that's how easy it should be.
We're getting there. It's amazing. It seems so.
Well, I mean, you can do it with Hyperfy right now. We've done it. We're there. It's about who's willing to go and build something supremely cool, you know, and how many people can do that.
I just went across the board, man. Like, and you know, it sounds like Decentraland's taking a stab in that direction too. I'm a firm believer that like mobile is the like easily accessible metaverse on mobile, just like you were describing, is like the big unlock for all of us and everything. So yeah, the more things like continue to shift in that direction, I think the better. And I'm constantly blown away by how easily accessible Hyperfy is. You know, plus one for me on that.
Well, so like on the screen here at the Cove, I'm looking at it now. I didn't mention this, but this is an old effort of mine before Hyperfy version 2, like literally a month or two before that came out. I built this world called hyperfy.io/DJ, and I saw this problem in Decentraland where like people wanted to create parties but didn't have the money to pay a DJ. And so I built this world where you can just walk in there, run into a Red X, and then it makes you DJ like Santa Claus is DJing. It makes your avatar DJ.
That's so cool.
You screen capture that, and if you reach out to me, I could give permissions for you to set up the music however you want. But basically, it plays music, it changes camera angles. Like what you're seeing on the screen is just a screen capture. And like if you had the music on, you'd be hearing Christmas music that Santa's DJing. And all the people in the audience in that video are my IP assets that I own from collecting NFTs.
So those are all in Hyperfy.
Those are all in Hyperfy, yeah.
I was wondering.
IO/DJ, you just hop in there and you can start DJing.
That's so wicked.
To me, it's just like solves problems to the limit of your imagination, And I love that. I love everything about it. Like when I bought my first parcel in Decentraland, I was like, I want to have a DeLorean in my building. And so I did. Like that's the greatest thing ever to me.
Which build was that one again? Is that the Blockbuster one or who?
The very first one. Oh man, Blockbuster had the DeLorean too.
Okay.
But Casa Roustan, the first one that we visited today on the
okay.
first floor when you enter, there's a DeLorean.
Okay.
In there.
That's so cool. Man, you've just blown, I think, both of our minds. We're like, okay, now I have to, thank God we're recording because I'm going to rewatch this. And like.
Yeah, don't get me started on Blockbuster, man. Like every build I make, like I think my goal is to generate some sort of emotion from the user, right? So demonstrates my artwork, and then there's just the club vibe, right? And then Tranquility Spa gives you peace, and Blockbuster was all about nostalgia. That was like, I want to walk through the Blockbuster doors again.
That one was one of my favorites. Seriously, I think when I show kids that, they're all like, "Whoa, what's this?" I'm like, "That's how we used to get movies, man." Like.
Voxian and I are in dialogue about improving it for V2. Because if we get it on V2, you can immediately load it on your phone and VR.
See the VR part. I definitely want to like. Oh man, we need to have like a.
But I want his help with realistic baking so that it looks 100% legit, not like PlayStation 2, that's probably not going to happen for a while because he's working on some crazy things. But we've talked about it.
Man,
Fractalians is correct. My mind is sort of blown here, and I'm so like secondhand happy for you fucking selling a whole bunch of wearables, man.
Yeah, totally. I'm gonna go buy one too.
Right, I haven't seen that happen in a long time. Do you feel like there's like an appetite, like the appetite is coming back? Because I feel like that also contributed to everyone wanting to build, because there was a market for metaverse shit, at least like much more so of a market back then. And land sales were happening, and people were buying wearables and flipping them and like all this shit. And that's sort of fizzled out to some extent, or to a large extent, and not dead completely, like you're saying. But do you feel like we're on an upswing of that with some of the new stuff that's come out? Like
definitely. One thing I always keep in mind is like even at the peak of 2021. That was a small niche in the entire world. That was just a niche, right? And now that niche is smaller, but it's still just a niche, whether it's 100 people or 100,000 people, right? So like it's still there, it's still alive. You just have to capture your niche. And I approach everything, like when it comes to sales of anything, I approach it with humility. I don't think I'm God's gift to art. I don't think like people have to buy my stuff, But I'm hyper aware of the number of people in this niche, and I like to create impulse purchases. I like to make it as affordable as possible. When I drop something, I want to sell it out as fast as I can, basically. And I've been able to sell out almost everything I drop. in the last 4 years through the bear market, through the worst part of the bear market. I was selling stuff. Like I did Nifty, did Nifty Gateway in 2022 or 23, 22, I think, like right at the beginning of the bear market. And I did really well there, like relatively well. And a part of it to me too is like authenticity, right? Like I'm not BSing anybody when I try to sell anything. Like if you go to any of my builds, you can tell that my heart is in this. Like there's no question about that. And I'm not ashamed to say that, or, like embarrassed to say it. Like this is what I'm about. Like, that when you buy something from me, there's substance behind it, and I think most of that niche that follows me and is aware of me, they know that. And I'm always building shit, and it's never financial first. And I stand by that method as far as success in Web3. And I've seen a lot of collections and artists and people that are so money first, and they just disappear.
Yep. Dude.
Wow.
Dude, I appreciate you, man. This has been a very inspiring, conversation. And honestly, dude, your passion has always shown through. Every time we've done stuff together, man, I appreciate you. Your passion for the space, man, and obviously your talent too, man. This has been fucking great. And yeah, like Frank Chillians was saying, man, I need to go back and re-dig into some of this shit now that we've done this.
Yeah, there's so much potential. It's so cool. I have one advantage, and it's that with my body paint career, the first 15 years before Web3 came out, I was just like, hustle, starving artist, not caring about money. 15 years of not caring about money conditioned into my soul, right? So when I came into Web3, I still don't care about money, and I'm still going to create regardless of whatever amount of money falls in my lap. Web3 just happens to be way more successful than Web 2 for me, and all of that is just gravy to me. Like, to me, it feels like gravy for my endless efforts of doing what everyone said I can't do.
Okay, dude.
And I encourage everybody, man. Like, just go for it. Just do it. Like, even if it's a dumb idea, like you can learn something out of every single thing and put it to your next step. Like.
I love that.
Yeah. Shit, dude. Yo, appreciate you, man. This has been fucking great. I know we're at like the top of the hour here. I gotta jump. My kid's gonna get home any second now. But my dude, let's absolutely line up you to come back in January on the whip and explore some more cool shit. And appreciate you, man. This has been fucking great.
Yeah.
Much love. Same to you. I respect everything you do very well.
Yeah. You both have been so inspiring.
You've been like freaking WIP meetup the longest running.
I know.
Exploration thing ever. It's pretty rad. That's not easy to do. Like you get it. You get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You gotta be out here having fun, and I think the people those are the people who I see last the longest out here, right? A lot of us who showed up in the very beginning when there was nothing to do out here but have fun, and then some money came along along the way for some people more than others, but regardless, yeah, man, you gotta have fun with this shit. And the whip has always been that for me, man. It's sort of my weird creative outlet here is and my excuse to talk to people like yourself, man, and get to explore cool shit that I would otherwise not get a chance to really understand or be a part of, man. So appreciate you, man. That shit doesn't work without you, and probably vice versa.
Yeah, totally. Thank you for having me, guys.
Oh, thank you for joining us. And I'll definitely be sharing everything, and always inspired, and gonna have to jump in and get some of your wearables. I'm like, okay, now that I know I don't need Ape, I can do.
But most importantly, upload the recording of Rizzle in the haunted house.
Yes, I will. I have that on my list here.
Good point.
Rizzle haunted. I'm gonna do shorts, and it's just gonna be
That
Rizzle going,
right
"Oh
there
shit!"
is like such good content, like just like shorts and TikToks, and could do a little edit with screams.
Oh, total. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I love it, dude. And we'll have to have you
Okay.
back because we're. I think this this is the pilot program that they're running all the communities and definitely like maybe in a couple months if you have anything else we'd love to have you back and maybe you and Untitled and bring a bunch of you together and just blow our minds and
Yeah,
Augie.
in a couple months, who knows what crazy shit I'll be coming up with then. Like,
Ooh.
it's like, and then I forget like what I've done. Like I've been wanting to make a video of all the things that I've actually built.
Oh, that would
And
be
it's
sick.
overwhelming. You know, it's overwhelming.
No, that
Well,
would
dude,
yeah.
if you need a fucking canary in the coal mine,
Yep.
yeah,
Rizzle will be your
man.
guinea pig. Likewise.
All right, Joe, let me jump. But yeah, Roustan, thank you so much, man. Fractillions, appreciate you, helping throw all this together and everything. It's been fucking great.
Well, and thanks everyone who joined us in the community. And yeah, this is awesome. Definitely
Yeah,
have you
thanks, man.
back. And I'll share the link so everyone can jump in and get their OP wearables that you just dropped, which is so sick. Awesome.
Yeah.
Shit.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe.
Bye.